What are you, some kind of freak? How did you get that strong? 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats. That's what it takes if you're trying to reach the...
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt Riccardi, and thanks so much for tuning into my channel. Gonna have some great information coming up for you guys on how to deal with bad games, losses, things like that. Just gonna throw out 4 good tips so you guys can overcome those losses and those failures. So, little story time real quick. Gonna give you guys a quick roundup of how our weekend went. So we're playing our rivals this week. They're ranked number 2 in the NWAC, and we're ranked number 4. And we're playing a 4-game set against these guys. So we played a single game against them, and we ended up losing in 13 innings against them. So we're thinking in our heads, hey, gonna have a great week of practice. We're gonna come out firing. We're gonna beat these guys 4 times, show them what's up, and show that we're the superior team. So come out first game, and we lose it. So we lost the first game. Second game, we also lost it. So it's like, wow, man, what are we even doing out here? Hey, let's turn it up for day 2. Let's come out and at least split with these guys. So third game comes through, bam, lose that game too. So game 4, last game of the series, I'm pitching in that game. It's a 7-inning game, so we play 9 and a 7 in the NWACs. And what happens? I come out, I threw 6 innings of 0 earned run ball, so it was 2-1 in the 7th inning. I was dealing at this point. I only allowed 2 hits, had 7 strikeouts. And what happens in this last inning? First runner gets on, little single, all right, no big deal. Next guy hits a ground ball, gets through, okay, no big deal, don't have any outs, runners on first and third. The next kid goes blammo, dead center, off the wall, triple. I'm just thinking at this point, oh my goodness, what am I doing right now? My team was really relying on me, and I failed. So coach took me out. We ended up losing that game 7-2. So it ended up being a blowout. So this team we thought we were going to beat, they just took it to us. 4 losses. We got swept on the weekend. So as I'm just thinking about myself, I'm like, man, how do I deal with failure? What are some steps that I take that I can maybe share with you guys so I can help you get over bad games or failures like that? Tip number 1, don't just flush the game. You need to evaluate it. If you just decide, hey, I'm going to flush the game, I'm going to forget about it right away, this didn't even happen, that's the number 1 way that you can keep on losing. If you decide to push your past failures down and you don't evaluate them and you don't address them, then they're just going to come creeping up when that same big situation arises. So what you need to do is you need to evaluate it. Conor McGregor, one of the most famous MMA fighters right now, his coach, Coach Kavanaugh, said, you either win or you learn. Which means if you lost, like, hey, I lost in that last inning. I ended up having a bad inning and blowing the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to evaluate, how did that 7th inning go? How did I get into trouble? What could I improve on the next time? So when I'm in that big situation again, I don't fail, but I succeed. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, little quote from Abby Wambach right here. Sometimes when we fail, it just gives us more motivation to go back and train harder. So tip number 2, work on your weaknesses. You can evaluate what you did in your game or your performance and say, what did I do really poorly? So for myself this weekend, hitting wise, I was really in front of the ball. So I need to work on not pulling the ball every single time I get up to the plate. So what I did today at practice, I'm gonna sit back and hit everything the opposite way. I'm gonna work on a weakness of mine, and so when the game arises, and I'm all hyped up and I wanna pull the ball, I've been working on it, hit it the other way. So now I'm gonna be hitting the ball up the middle, and I'm gonna be doing better in the game because I worked on my weaknesses from this last weekend. If you don't work on your weaknesses, they're doomed to repeat themselves. So if you're struggling, we'll say with a jumper, an elbow jumper coming off a pick and roll, if you're a basketball player, you need to go practice that shot. If that shot's always open in the game but you're not making it, that's something you can go practice. That's a weakness that you can make into a strength. So work on your weaknesses, tip number 2. Tip number 3, increase your accountability. And this means at practice, this means outside, this means the weight room. So for myself, I needed to evaluate, what did I do at practice this last week that didn't equal the other weeks? Did I take some reps off when I'm taking ground balls? Did I not work so hard in the weight room like I usually do? What went wrong, and what can I hold myself more accountable for so I can do better this upcoming weekend? So something as a team we're doing is whenever we see somebody at practice slacking off or anything, it's immediately, you're right on that guy saying, hey, focus up, let's go. We're not living another weekend like we did this last one. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4, losing's temporary. Just because you lose doesn't mean it's who you are. Losing doesn't define you. Here's a little quote from John Wooden, the greatest college basketball coach of all time. He said, losing's only temporary. It's not all-encompassing. What you need to do from losing is learn from it so you don't repeat it. So what that means is losing's not who you are. I know that I'm a great pitcher. I know that if I had 10 more opportunities to go win that 7th inning, I know that I can do that. I believe in myself, and I'm not gonna let this one loss define who I am. I know that it's a temporary thing. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna flush these losses. It doesn't matter that you lost a big game or anything like that. I know for our team, these are just regular season games. This isn't the playoffs. This isn't going to end up defining us. What we're going to do is we're going to come out this next series. We're going to try and smash the team in front of us. But this last weekend, it's like it didn't even happen. We evaluate it, and now it's time to flush it. It's only a temporary loss. So hopefully these tips work for you guys. Hopefully you guys know that just because you lose, it doesn't mean it's who you are. Thanks for watching so much. Something you guys can do to help me out, you can subscribe to the channel and you can like the video right now. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, comment below. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you can do that right here. Hey, keep grinding your season out. No matter what sport you're in, if you're in the off season right now, hey, super important to grind out the weight room. Get as big as you can. If you're trying to get faster, grind out your speed training, whatever it is. If you need to lose weight, work on eating healthy, become the best version of yourself. Get to the point where you're just out there dominating your sport. You're putting all your effort into it, no matter what you're doing. If you're just a student, you're trying to get great grades, then do that. So hey, Mac McCarty, thanks so much for watching, and until I see you guys next time. Peace.